I love how you throw out a bold statement and you go, I don't know.
Yeah. I take it back immediately.
Welcome to No Ordinary Friendship.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Teresa.
Let's catch up.
Hi, Emily.
Hello, Teresa. Hi, listeners.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I am coming off of a sickness.
Yes.
I went to Vegas last
A
week.
very serious sickness.
Yes. Went to Vegas last week. Wore a mask on the way there because my coworker was like, oh man, I got really sick. Like, I know for sure it was from the plane.
Oh, no.
And I was thinking, oh, that's not going to be me. I want to wear a mask. It was me.
Did Steven wear a mask too?
No, but I don't know how I got sick though.
Weird.
Okay, so I went to Vegas. It was fine. I got a really great facial. That's what I want to tell you.
Oh, I like how you set it up like that.
Before I got sick, I went to the Encore Spa.
Ooh,
Have you been there before?
No.
I kept researching Encore Win, because they're right next to each other. And when I called the lady, she was like, if you're staying at the Encore, just go to the Encore, else you're going to get lost. I was like, done. Done. Let's just do that.
Easy sell.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
And so true. Like, they're next to each other, but it's like walking across a city.
And like jumbled between casinos, bad air, and all that stuff. It is gorgeous. It is an oasis. Remember when I first got there, I was telling you how like I hate the smell of smoke?
Yeah.
And it just doesn't go away. They do a really good job filtering it out. But at the end of the day, if someone's like next to you smoking a cigar or a cigarette, it's just going to emanate throughout the air. So my nose was like feeling ticklish the whole time because of the perfumey air filter smell that they put in there. But the spa is a different scent. Or it just feels like much more neutralized because it's so close to the pool and they have that outdoor area. And I don't know, maybe the gym is full of like weird sweat smells. But it was very, very open and high ceilings and barely anybody there.
Nice.
Highly recommend. I got a vitamin C facial. Ooh. And I was like, I don't know what this is, but
Your skin does look glowy.
Thanks. That's the Dior foundation I got from the Sephora haul. But it felt really nice. And it, like everything that she was putting on me, the cleanser, she was like, this facial doesn't come with any extractions. Are you okay with that? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I want everything else that you just described to me. Brightening, like reducing dullness, all of that stuff. And her hands were so buttery soft. She was literally slathering me with all this lotion. And she probably does it like 10 times a day, right? To everybody. I was thinking,
she has like the most anti-aged
she
hands.
really does. And for a Caucasian lady, I thought she looked fantastic. And she looked very natural too. Like, I don't think she... Well, like maybe she did, but
it just has a good plastic surgeon.
Yeah, a very good one. She's like, let me age gracefully. And I really, really liked it. So I highly recommend it.
Oh, that's good to know because I feel like things I've read are like, don't go to hotel spas for facials, which is why when I went to Vegas, I picked a massage.
Why did they say that?
I guess just because it's not like... It's more for tourists and it's not somewhere that people would go regularly. So they don't know if necessarily those people are like... the best in their field.
Right.
But I can see it being really good at an Encore or Win because it's like fancy.
She actually told me she has a lot of repeat customers because people literally just come to Encore, gamble, they get comp rooms, and like their family will just hang out at the spa or the restaurants.
Oh, I see.
And so she actually has a lot of people that know. And I was like, ooh, are these big like high rollers? Like they must care a lot. They must know. But her name is Teresa.
With an H or no?
With an H, unfortunately. But we still like her. Okay. We really like her. And I hope I didn't get her sick. Or maybe she got me sick. I don't know.
Maybe she got you sick.
Because neither of us were wearing a mask
she's like
facial.
Right over your face.
And she sees a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those buttery soft hands.
I ended up having strep throat.
Yeah.
Well, that spa part was amazing though. But then I started feeling bad later that night, and then that
feels like it would be too soon, right?
Yeah,
to come from the spa.
Agreed.
I don't know what the incubation period is.
I don't know either. I looked it up, and I was like, I still can't figure out where I could have gotten it.
Yeah,
because the doctor was asking me.
Yeah,
and it was so hard racking my brain. I was like, this is what I learned for strep. Like your throat is gonna hurt like crazy. I thought it was just a regular cold. So I kept waiting it out. I should have gone to the doctor a lot earlier. But if you're waking up, eating meds, and not getting any better, then it's time to go to the doctor.
I'm glad you did.
But you don't have any other symptoms. Like, you just have a fever.
That's it?
Like, you don't have a runny nose or cough the same way. Not normally.
Yeah.
But you could definitely have a viral and bacterial infection at the same time.
Oh, man.
I didn't, fortunately.
Yeah.
And I was knocked out for quite some time.
I know.
The
Well, I'm glad you're
antibiotics are amazing. So we have 2 people on antibiotics right now in my family.
Oh, yeah, Logan.
Yeah, Logan doesn't have it, but he has an infection on his knuckles from
You can't just apply it topically?
We're doing both.
Oh.
Yeah. The doctor recommended both because we
man.
weren't sure if he would be okay with it topically.
Make sure you get
Are we
him his
overdoing it?
probiotics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it, like, maybe we're overdoing it.
Well, obviously every situation is different, but since Charlie went through a string of ear infections and I felt really bad that she needed antibiotics. I know sometimes they are necessary, but now whenever a doctor tries to prescribe antibiotics, I always ask, like, do you think it's necessary we do this right away, or can we wait a couple of days? And with the like, if you could try the topical, and if that's enough, maybe you don't need to do the oral right away. But maybe because Logan's smaller, like, it's hard to tell.
They were pretty adamant, or he was like, yeah, he was pretty adamant. But you're right. Like, because this is his first time ever, I was okay.
Yeah.
But I'm also very weary of.
Like, some doctors, they'll be like, yep, she has an ear infection. Okay, here's your prescription. And I'm like, well, she's had ear infections before. Can we just wait a couple days? Because a lot of times there's like, if you Google it, there are studies that are like, even a bacterial one, your body can sometimes fight off and like give it a few days.
Yeah. Being sick sucks.
It really does. I feel like I'm on like high anxiety all fall and winter, and I don't know what to do.
Except talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I think I've just been scarred. Like, and it's funny because I don't know if this is how you are. If Charlie like coughs or sneezes, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm like, okay, it's cool. Maybe she's getting a cold. If Cassie so much as like sniffles, the tiniest sniffle, my whole body goes into like high alert.
Wait, why?
I don't know.
Why the difference between the 2 kids?
I think part of it is because Charlie didn't get sick quite as much when she was a baby because she had no older sibling.
Oh, yeah,
and she had a nanny. She didn't go to... But Cassie didn't go to right away either. She was home with me, but she would get sick from Charlie and stuff. But Cassie, when she gets sick, she throws up very easily. Whether it's like she just has a fever, I think her body just throws up. If she has a cough that's too severe, she throws up. Like, Charlie never had that. And, I'm like, I have a fear of that. So part of it, me, is probably just like, oh my God, it's going to happen again. And then the other thing is, I think like I went through, Victor was like on a work trip and Cassie got pneumonia. So I was like taking care of all by myself. And like, it was like a little bit like traumatic, I think, because I didn't know what was going on. Every time she gets sick now, I just go back to that and like...
You're like, oh shit.
I'm trying to work on it.
I know.
But I don't know why. I feel weird that I treat them so differently, or like my body treats them so differently.
Like mentally too. Yesterday I texted you being like, oh, I really know how you feel. A part of me was that, but a part of me was also like, how am I going to work? Like, how is this logistically going to work out?
Totally. That is a huge thing.
Yeah. And yeah, poor Logan though. It's frustrating when it's like all on you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Victor's there too, but he's not physically
He's not
there.
available as much. Yeah.
And so you have to make the decisions. You have to make the doctor's appointments. You're the one that has to think about it more. You've probably done all the research, so you're thinking you have way too much information.
And I do all the, like, anything that happens at night.
Yeah.
Like...
And, like, giving them the meds is not fun either.
We're finally past that.
Oh, good.
They take meds well, yeah. But, yeah, Cassie would throw up when we were trying to give her meds. Because she would fight it and choke and... Yeah. Just a mess, honestly.
Just a
all
mess.
Around.
That was fun.
Sorry,
Wishing
listeners.
everyone a healthy.
Yes. Okay. But speaking of sickness, you know how I like to share these like stupid hacks I learn on social media. I saw, and this one is relevant to sicknesses, and I'm going to try it when we fly in December. Someone said that you should use like a Q-tip and put like Neosporin in your nostrils. And I don't know if it has to be Neosporin. I think you're basically just creating a protective layer so that like the germ can't get
Vaseline.
in. Yeah, Aquaphor Vaseline. Some people were like, oh, Neosporin can be irritating. So there's something called I don't know how to say it, Basitrin or something. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like another one of those like antibiotic ointments. So I think I'm going to order some and try it because I don't want anyone to get sick in Hawaii.
Are they going to be willing to let you put that up their nose?
I don't think you have to do a super far up. It's not like a swab. It's like the opening.
Oh,
because I think you're just like trying to prevent the germs from going
You are
in.
on some wellness TikTok over there. I have not heard that. That and the whole belly button thing. Like so many like true hacks that we need to test
TikTok
out.
TikTok knows me. They're like, this one, easily influenced. She is a true Asian mom.
That Biotrin like ad got to you.
Yes.
Okay, let me know. But yeah, when are you leaving?
Oh, not till like Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it's better to get sick now.
Totally.
Is my thinking.
But
like
the problem is, I feel like it's not like you get sick and you're not getting sick anymore. Like there are just more and more germs out there.
It helps a little bit. Like,
Does it?
Usually you're not going to get sick this week and then really sick again next week.
That's what you would think, yeah.
Stop it. I feel like I'm not going to be sick anymore.
I have been giving the girls elderberry and vitamin C every morning because whenever I go pick Cassie up, somebody has like a huge runny nose in her class. And I'm like, oh.
I know. It's better to not see it. I wish like
is.
Victor could go pick up the kids for you.
Maybe that's why I'm more stressed out than he is because he doesn't see it. Okay, sorry. Guess how much?
Snickers bar at the airport.
$4.
No. It was family size.
$4. Like I wasn't picturing a trick-or-treating size.
That would be funny if they sold those. It was like nearly $6.
What?
I don't even look at the prices because I was like, when you're sick, money means nothing.
Totally.
You just want to...
Even when you're at the airport, money has to mean nothing or you can't buy anything.
I was like, is this gluten-free, dairy-free? Who cares? Like, let's just eat it to make myself feel a little better.
Definitely not dairy-free.
Definitely not. It's like a lot of milk chocolate.
Aw, did it help?
No, then I read that like you should really not eat any processed sugar shit when you're not feeling well because it like really fucks with your like the so the doctor that saw me, he looked in my throat, he's like, ooh, it's really bad there. So I think I had a pretty bad case because I did take me a while to realize that I had strep. And then he's like, where'd you get it from? I'm like, I don't know.
I know, that's so dumb to ask where'd you get it from.
Water bottle at the Encore Hotel. Drink a lot of water.
It's not free?
No.
$4.
What? No, Emily.
How
water
big
bottle.
Is it? You mean like a refillable one or like a bottle of water?
A bottle, reusable, like Encore Win branded bottle of water at the Sundry store. Oh. Is that how you say it? Is it Sunrise or Sundry?
I have no idea. That sounds right to me. $7.
No, it was $13.
Wait, like...
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But they know you need it.
I know.
They know you
They don't have like
it.
refillable stations anywhere?
No, they really should.
They should.
But then how would they make their money?
That is
because they know
robbery.
like money is not anything.
Everything these days is just so crazy.
Yeah. But it's Vegas though, and it's at the Encore. So.
That's true.
Okay.
You're not at like the Holiday Inn.
Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie, since it's the season. Listeners, we are still on the week of Thanksgiving. We're doing a little double session. Pumpkin pie. It's kind of crazy,
the differences?
Yeah, the differences. So I actually don't know the exact cost of the Costco pumpkin pie this year, but I know approximately. So how much? Guess how much?
Isn't it like $5 or $6?
I think it was $8.99.
Oh, okay.
The latest time I bought it.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's not lower than that. But it's huge,
yeah,
right? It's like
It's
4
a great
regular
deal.
pumpkin pies. I would buy it, except I don't think it would fit in my fridge. Literally, my mini fridge. Susie cakes, a regular size.
So expensive, I'm sure. $50.
$35.99.
Oh.
Which I still thought was crazy.
That's not... I think that is crazy for pie.
Yeah.
For one ingredient pie.
And the person in front of me bought an apple pie. It was $45.
Ooh,
I was like, what kind of apples are these?
Because even one slice at Susie Case is $10.
That's true. Their prices have gone up a lot because I remember when I lived in SF, I tried like a slice of Susie Cake's pumpkin pie maybe like in our office. And I was like, that's so good. I want to go buy it. And I think it was like $20. And I was like, whoa, that is way too much. There's no way I'm buying that. And now I paid $36 for it.
Remember when we used to think Specialties cookies were expensive?
Oh, I miss Specialties
Weren't they like only $3?
Very reasonable.
That's like the Costco price
brick.
now. Okay, the last one.
And then Trader Joe's also sells a pumpkin pie.
Ooh, I have no idea. But it's smaller than the Costco one.
For sure, yeah. I think it's smaller even than the Susie Cakes one. Or maybe like like a standard.
$10?
$6.99.
Oh, cute. I love
it. But okay, what is wrong with me where I'm like, $6.99, is that quality gonna be good? Because like, what did they put in it?
Right.
You know,
well, they just mass produce it.
You need to find a good medium because $36. I don't know why I bought it.
Oh, you bought it?
Well, I went to get it yesterday. And
did you special order it?
No, I called and they were like, you don't need to order. Like, we'll have it.
Did you guys start eating it? Or are you waiting for Thanksgiving?
We started eating it. Okay, the other weird thing is she was like, when are you planning to eat this? And I was like, well, probably starting tonight, but, you know, we'll save some for Thanksgiving. She's like, okay, well, we don't put any preservatives, so I'm not sure if it's going to still be good on Thanksgiving. And I was like, are you kidding?
3 days.
Yeah, like Monday to Thursday, your $36 pie can't last.
Wait, that's strange. Maybe she just has a very high threshold for freshness.
Maybe, I don't know.
And there's a lot of sugar.
How could a pie not last 4 days?
Yeah, she just wants you to come back and buy another one.
Maybe.
Okay, I have a pro tip for Susie Cakes.
Okay.
Download the app.
I have it.
Oh, okay. Then you get a free.
But I don't know what.
Oh, you get a free birthday slice.
Oh, what? A whole slice?
A whole slice. Whatever you want, too, I believe.
Excellent tip, Teresa. Right up my alley.
And your birthday's kind of coming up.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started.
Okay.
I have so many feelings about turning 40.
Oh, we should talk about those feelings.
Yeah, we should talk about them.
Because I'm definitely going to have the same one.
But you get extra months.
A couple months later. I also need a prep because Steven's going to be having those feelings in a month.
He is. He and I are closer. And also, aren't we supposed to be planning our girls' celebration?
For H1.
Yeah. H1.
You laugh, but that's how you characterized
it's
it.
It's true.
Listeners, we decided that we cannot go on a girls' trip for every single person that's turning 40 this year.
Yes.
We're all the same age.
We're all the same age because we're friends from high school.
So Emily decided that we're going to do an H1 trip and an H2 trip to celebrate everybody.
You know, it's just realistic. People have jobs. People have kids. Like, we can't do 7 different trips or whatever.
And one trip is kind of meaningless for somebody that's like so far removed from that date.
Yeah.
And why not try to plan 2?
We should do something grand.
Oh.
I don't know, just throwing it out there.
I love how you throw out a bold statement and you go, I don't know.
Yeah. I take it back immediately. Okay, pop culture?
Yes. Did you see that TikToker that was arrested?
For shoplifting or something?
Well, yeah, she's essentially stealing from Target. So she has over...
How does she steal from them?
She's a very popular TikToker. She has over 300,000 people, or what is it, followers. And she was arrested because she was doing self-checkout, but she would like put another barcode, or she would scan another barcode for a cheaper priced item.
Oh.
And then the funny thing is, like, she would do these hauls and everything. She'll do get ready with me for a Target trip. And so it was really easy to look at her TikTok, know exactly what she was wearing, identify her on the security camera, and also know what she bought. Yeah.
I don't understand why she would do that, because why don't you just return it after if you're just buying it for content? You know?
Maybe she didn't want to return
And then if you have 300,000 followers, I imagine you're making good money.
Totally.
So of all things to do.
So I didn't follow her. I just followed the story a bit. That was very shocking to me, too. It's not like she was an up-and-coming influencer.
Right.
300,000 is a
Trying to
lot.
make it so, like, she had to do it. Also, what I saw was somebody with a very similar name was like, just FYI, it's not me. I didn't shoplift at Target. Because her name was like this something Vasquez.
Yeah.
Right name?
So it's kind of common, right?
I don't know. But
yeah, because I think she also privated her account, or maybe just deactivated for a little bit. But when she did come back to the platform, she's like, guys, I've changed. I learned so much.
So annoying.
Yeah, little sympathy there.
Based on a True Story is a show that I started watching yesterday. Have you heard of it? It's not new. I feel like I always bring shows that are not new. It's already on season 2, but it's with Kaylee Cuoco.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Yeah, so she's from Big Bang Theory and then also Flight Attendant, which I didn't ever watch season 2. But it's relevant to us because it's kind of about a podcast. So the premise is she and her husband, I don't know the actor's name, but I think he might be from the Mindy Kaling Project.
Oh, the Mindy Project?
Yeah, the Mindy Project. I think he's an actor from that. They're husband and wife, and they live in LA, and they're kind of having money problems. She's very into crime podcasts.
Oh, yes.
And then essentially she thinks of this idea where, this is a mini spoiler, but you find out in episode 1, because it's kind of the premise of the show. Basically, they partner with a serial killer to have a crime podcast as their like money making scheme.
Wait, and it's based on a true story?
No, it's just the name of the show is called Based on a True Story.
Oh, okay.
And I think the name of their podcast is Based on a True Story.
I think I would like this show.
I think you would too. I just started on a whim because I was like, oh, I don't know what to watch. And I just wanted to have something on while I eat lunch. And I actually am quite enjoying it. And I think I like it better than Only Murders, which is like a little too quirky sometimes, you know?
Agreed.
I really liked Only Murders season 1 because it's just like a very novel way of going about it and all the twists and turns. But now it's kind of like played out. This one, I'm like, it's definitely different in the vibe because I feel like it's more comedic and like not as dark. But I mean, there's a serial killer involved. So I think it will take some dark turns.
Do they partner with a serial killer for content, or are they like...
Yeah, they're basically allowing him to tell his story.
Oh.
Yeah. And I won't tell you anything else. Also because I'm only like 1.5 episodes in, I can't tell you much. but
after your expert...
It's on Peacock, I think.
I love
your
Peacock.
favorite.
Okay. I'm excited.
I don't know if you saw, but I actually posted a clip on our TikTok account.
No.
Because there was just like this thing where he says something. You can watch it after.
Okay.
But I was like, it didn't get a lot of likes. But I thought it was witty.
I saw some ads for it because I guess they're promoting season 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think season 2 is out. I think they probably got overshadowed by Only Murders in the Building because it's also like crime podcast stuff. So people are like, oh, it sounds like the same story. But it's really not.
I'm so with you though. Like Only Murders was really good the first season and 2 maybe. And I stopped watching because I didn't feel compelled to.
We didn't finish this last season.
How many seasons are there now? 4?
4? You're
right. It's like a little too quirky and I'm not all in on the quirkiness.
I could see you definitely not appreciating the quirkiness. Family wellness?
Sorry, I just thought of the fact that I really don't like Cirque du Soleil. Okay,
you should definitely, like, if you were still single and had a dating profile, that should so be on your... We should...
What?
Okay, sorry, this is like completely unrelated, but I was like, we should do a TikTok content where we write each other's dating profile and say stuff like that. Okay, anyway.
Okay. Family wellness. Tough to be an influencer. Oh, this is kind of funny that I wrote this. This is
because we're influencers?
No, because I was just talking about the person that got arrested.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just thinking, where was I? I was like just going about my day couple weeks ago, and I was like, it must be really hard to be a big time influencer because they never get to be present in the moment anymore. They're probably always thinking, how can I make content out of this? How can I set up the tripod this way? How can the lighting be good? And it just feels very inauthentic to me. I do think you could be like like a local micro influencer and still have your life. But if you're one of those big ones and that's your entire livelihood, I don't think I would be able to separate.
That's true. And you're like, this is an opportunity.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, something's happening. I must film it now.
I always think, like, how do they do it? Because I see people film their, like, day in my life vlogs or whatever. And I'm just like, it's not actually a day in your life because you're, like, going to put the tripod in your garage. So you open the door to go into your garage. Like, it's actually very awkward. And then, of course, it looks good, like, the final product. But it's, like, not really a day in your life.
It's a lot of editing. It's like, and that I guess feels a little bit more like work Like you can compartmentalize that into
That's true.
like,
You schedule
yeah,
it.
in 2 days you like write it out, a little script and everything. But for stuff like if you're on vacation and you want to like vlog that too, it just feels very.
But maybe they can do it in a little compartment too. Like, okay, I'm going to do it for 2 hours, and then the rest of the time I can enjoy or something. Yeah,
that's true. It just feel like because people do love the influencer lifestyle.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I always think now, like, oh, I need some B-roll.
Okay, random. What's on your holiday wish list?
I wanted to ask you because I don't have a lot of great ideas.
I see this a very popular question right now on social media.
I guess for me, some knee-high boots. Mm-hmm. And maybe a card wallet because mine is falling apart.
Emily.
I know, it's been months and months, right?
We went to LA and you were like, I'm going to get a card wallet. They didn't have the one you wanted though.
Yeah.
But when did we go to LA? Like in July?
This is how I save money. I sit on ideas for months and months.
But a card wallet is actually useful.
And I've been using my like 30 NT one for years. So I feel like I've earned it.
That's nice. What do I... Oh, sweat set.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I like that one. Do you and Steven exchange gifts?
We do not.
We don't really either. But then Victor was like, oh, I want to get you a nice gift.
Aww.
And I don't know what to tell him to get.
Steven used to say that to me. And then it stopped.
Victor is actually pretty nice about always like giving me something.
Tell him to think about it.
Even if we say like, oh, let's not exchange gifts, he'll like not follow the rules. And I follow the rules.
Steven will write me a card, which is nice. Yeah, it is nice. I'm like, oh, you can write. It's good.
Does he have good handwriting? I don't think I've ever seen it.
He does not. So it's like a little cracking the code sometimes. But I use context clues. What else would I like? Oh, a cutting board.
Oh, yes.
Like a nice wooden cutting board that is not as thick as the one that I shared with you.
Yes, that one was overkill.
I did a lot of research and it was really difficult.
If you find a good one, let me know because 2 of ours are moldy.
Yes.
So annoying.
What do? Do you just throw them away or do you try to wash it?
I haven't yet because it's like the bottom of it. And I'm like, well, at least I'm not cutting on side. There. Oh, just don't touch there.
Yeah, it doesn't touch the side, I guess.
Should we start applying like a coating on top of the moldy
Actually,
side?
I was researching these cutting boards and it said to put mineral oil on it. You got to treat it.
Oh, I don't know.
And I was like, I have not treated anything in my life.
I do not. It's like when you have to season a
cast iron skillet. Yeah. And it's so heavy. No.
Too much admin for sure.
No. Okay, that was short.
Listeners, tell us what's on your wish list because we really want to know and ideas.
Is there anything else that I would like? I mean, I would enjoy so many things, but...
It's true. What wouldn't I like?
Okay, on the plane, we were waiting to deboard. Sorry, we're moving to the next topic.
Okay.
And I saw the guy in front of me, much older, I don't know, probably like 50s, 60s.
Okay.
Scrolling TikTok.
Oh.
Scrolling TikTok.
Impressive already.
Very different content from what I see.
What does he see?
No hauls, no getting ready with me, nothing like funny, honestly. It was a lot of guns.
Oh.
A lot of war movie clips. And then some like random gardening stuff in there too. Or hunting things.
Interesting.
And I was like, I am in such a little corner of the internet or of social media. Like this man is getting served something completely different and I didn't even know this stuff existed.
Yeah.
Like who's watching World War II clips on TikTok?
I think that's like the beauty and magic of TikTok though.
Yeah.
There is so much, like there are no rules, right? Besides like their guidelines or whatever.
Right.
But like you can scroll your FYP and like bounce from the craziest thing to the craziest. Like, you know what my TikTok is? Shelter dogs.
Oh no.
I cannot.
Oh
Because they're always asking like, please stay 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, okay. And it's just like, how could you not?
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
And they're so cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mine is like random recipe videos, shelter dogs, apparently these health tips. And then mom content, I guess, or like fashion.
Yeah. And I I just thought that was interesting.
I feel like if TikTok was a person, they would be so tired. They're doing so much.
For everybody.
Yeah.
All the time. Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening.
See you later.